accurate predictions. We talk about football related matters and updates on the football world. So I welcome you all today to today's live. I am the Ike, the host. So we will be looking at the updates in the football world, what is happening and how the preparations are, especially for every club, talking about the Premier League, the Bundesliga, the Italian Serie A, the French League One, and of course, the Spanish La Liga. We want to be talking about how prepared these leagues, the teams in the leagues, are hoping to start the league in this month. Premier League, the English Premier League, would be starting very soon, and we all know how the anticipations are for the teams who will be playing in this competition. I welcome you all again. This is an interactive section. As you join, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Of course, you have to double tap your screen to like. This is the light of the world sports. It's the home of accurate predictions. What we do here, we give predictions on important games. We let people play games, and with our predictions, you can win. So, welcome. Please, as you join, like and share. It's just a time to refresh our memories and to talk about the happenings in the football world. You know, Lionel Messi lost the dad, and of course, he's been buried already, and we send our condolences to Lionel Messi. He's a known figure in the football world. Hi, who is that? I'm the Ike. How are you, Liu King? Official, thank you for joining me. Where are you watching from? I love to know. Tell me where you are watching from, and of course, try as much as possible to share this live for others to join. Please, as we join, double tap your screen, like, share, and subscribe. We're here to talk about the game, the football, football world. What we do here, we give predictions to matches anytime there are matches to be played. Oh, you're from Nigeria. Oh, good morning to you. I'm also streaming live from Nigeria, so we have the same time. Thank you for joining in. I appreciate. Thank you so much. Please try as much as possible to follow my subscribe to my channel and always give your support. What we do here, we talk about football. It's a channel for, oh, thank you, you subscribed. Thank you so much, you King. I appreciate. Thank you so much. You're welcome. Are you a Chelsea fan or are you a Manchester United fan? It doesn't matter. You may not be even fanning any team in the English Premier League, but I love to know the club that you support, be it in the Premier League, Bundesliga, or La Liga, even Italian Serie A. I love to know. Welcome. So, we are here to bring updates and what has been happening in the football world. Like I just said, Lionel Messi lost his father, and of course, the burial has been done already, and we send our condolences to Lionel Messi. He is an exceptional player in the football world. We all know him and what he has done. Got to know that he has a very good relationship with his dad, but unfortunately, the man just passed. So, our condolences to Lionel Messi. We say he should rest in peace. Talking about his dad, should rest in peace. That's life. We just hope to live and fulfill what we are made to fulfill here on earth. Okay, you are a Man U supporter. That's amazing. You're welcome. So I would ask, how do you think your team, how prepared are you in this coming Premier League? How has Man U been able to be, give their preparation in terms of the players that are coming in and even the departure that they have? Do you think Manchester United are fully prepared for the new season? What are your thoughts? Do you think the players that Manchester United have brought to the team can actually help them win trophies, or do you think they still have a lot more to do? I want to hear from you, Liu King. You said you are a Manchester United supporter. That's amazing. I love to know how prepared are you guys. I hope we are expecting great things from Manchester United. Of course, everything is getting ready. I'm a Chelsea fan myself, and I think um, we will do very well. Okay, Leo King says players come and go, but that red shirt carries a weight of history that no amount of money in world football can ever buy. Amazing. That's beautiful. Of course, that's what every football fan would say concerning support. Thank you. How is England this morning, today, 10th of August? How is England? So, to Leo King, please, I hope you joined back. Sorry for that network glitch. Um, how is Manchester United best of football in this season? For Chelsea, like I said, I am a Chelsea fan, and I think the preparation that the club has already put in place, Liu King secure a long-term left back and one more dynamic midfielder before deadline day like Adam Wharton or Carlos Baleba to fully complete this rebuild. That's amazing. Even I was having a conversation. I'm talking to you now, I was having a conversation yesterday with someone, and we were just talking about exactly what you said here about the left back. They were also contemplating who can Manchester United get to fully secure that rebuild. And of course, you just talked about it. Yes, it's very important because I think Manchester United need, to me, I feel Carlos Baleba should be given that opportunity, though the coach knows best and the team will have to make the choice. Anyone actually can really help if they're bringing in Watson, no problem. But anyone who's coming should know the history and the record of Manchester United, and of course, keep the best to help them secure who the spot in the Premier League. Yes, not just being in the top four, they can actually contend for the league. So yes, Manchester United, they are up and doing. They're having their team so well prepared, and I will wish them all the best in this season. They will be playing in the Champions League. Of course, they will also be playing in the Premier League. I think they will do better more in the Champions League than in the Premier League. That's my take because from what I am seeing in the Premier League, I see Chelsea coming to take their spots in the top four, and of course, I see Chelsea winning that league for this season. I see Chelsea winning the league. So, well, who knows? We'll watch and see how it unfolds. But my prediction is that Chelsea will actually win the Premier League this 2026 season. Of course, Chelsea has what it takes. They have now a new coach, person of Xabi Alonso, who I think has come to help the team win trophies. So I would love to ask, I think Leo King, you still be online there. If you're hearing me, I want to ask, do you think Manchester United will make it to the top four this season? Any club, any team you're supporting as you're watching me, I want to know from you first where you're watching from, and also tell me from a question, do you think Chelsea or Manchester United will make it top four at the end of the season? Oh, Leo King says, I like you, man. I like your effort. What do you think about your own team? Oh, yes, Chelsea. I'm a Chelsea supporter. The blue is always the blue. I've always supported Chelsea. I love the team to heart. Yes, really. And asking me what I think about the team, amazing. Yes, last season wasn't good so much for us, but we've come now. We've had good preparations already laid down, and having the coach, a new coach, person of Zabi Alonso, I see him doing excellently well in Chelsea, and just for one season, but for subsequent seasons. Already, I said it if you followed me earlier in my previous live and post, I have said it and I would say it again. I see Chelsea winning the Premier League. Yes, I see Chelsea winning the Premier League. Reason is Chelsea are going to focus all their strength, effort, and attention on the Premier League because, like we all know, Chelsea will not be playing in the Champions League, neither will they be playing in the Europa League. They are only going to be focusing on the balls played in England, FA Cup, Premier League. So, but that gives them an edge, especially in the Premier League. Chelsea has the players, has the team, yes, and the coach is ready to take them to finish in the top four, not just finishing in the top four, but to see them win the Premier League. You can take my word to the bank. Yes, it's a prediction, long, kind of. I made my analysis and I did my research. I can tell you, Chelsea will be winning the Premier League this season. I'm not just saying it because I'm a Chelsea fan. No, I'm a football lover. But from what I'm seeing, being it that Chelsea are focusing more now on the Premier League and other teams that would give an upset in that Premier League would also have couple of matches to be playing, especially in the Champions League. So that would give them, I would say, on the players fatigue, some injuries, and even the mind game. The coaches would want to do more in the Champions League. So I think Chelsea has a spot there in the Premier League to win the league. That's what I see. So, Liu King, I think your question has been answered. Uh, if I will ask, it's not just a direct question to you, Liu King, but to everyone viewer, where do you think Manchester United will finish by the end of the season? I want to know from you, Leo King. You can tell me, do you see Manchester United winning the league? Maybe. Do you see them finishing in the top four? Already, my predictions were that Chelsea to come out first in the Premier League, Arsenal to come second, and Liverpool to come third, and Manchester City to come fourth. I'm not even seeing Manchester United coming in the top four. Yes, that's my prediction. I'm not seeing Manchester United finishing in the top four. Probably maybe they could make it to the top five, but I'm not seeing them in the top four by the season. So that is it for that. I welcome you all as you join. It's a morning um, live stream where I want us all to talk about the game. It's an interactive session where I like you to drop your comment. If you're just joining, of course, I will let you know this is the world of sports. Yes, the channel is the light of the world sports, a home accurate prediction, and the Ike, the host. So I would love us to talk about football. Yes, Liu King says top four race between us will be chaos this season, but having a clear tactical identity will be the deciding factor. Absolutely correct. Thank God you really know you had some I would like to say insight and hindsight about the Premier League, talking about Manchester United, because you know top four race between Manchester United will be chaos this season. Yes, actually it will be. I'm not seeing them finishing in the top four. They could change it, but from what I am seeing now, from my analysis and my research, seeing how the team plays, the chemistry and everything in the team, I haven't really come to a conclusion of seeing them finishing in the top four. But anything is possible. But my prediction is that they will not make it to the top four this season. So that is it for that. And in the Champions League, yes, I see them going, doing very well, but not for them to win it as well. So they are still in their rebuilding stage where it will take them 1 or 2, 3 years to fully come back to who we always know them to be. But no matter how it is, you can never write Manchester United off when it comes to football because they are always ready to fight, and that is how what we know them to be. I wish them all the best as they compete in this Premier League, even Champions League. I love to see them do better more in the Champions League. Yeah, I love to see them win matches, and of course, if they can win the league, that's crown of Champions League. It's also cool, but my predictions, I really don't see that happening this season. So anyone joining, thank you. This is the light of the world sports. It's a home of accurate predictions where we talk about football. We drop predictions on football matches, every of important matches. Now we're getting into the season league starting by end of this month. Every other league. Be sure to get accurate predictions from this channel because we'll make a good analysis, and from our research, our predictions are always top notch. We want us to join the winning team. We've been winning. If you check our post during the World Cup, you would see that yes, almost all our predictions predicted. So we love you to win with us. As you watch, please subscribe to the channel and be an active member. Give your support. Always like, share, drop comments, and help support this channel. What we do here, we talk about football related matters, what's happening in the football world, how our teams playing. If you have any question, you can drop a question. We're always here to serve you. We ask, we interact. If you're here now, you can see how the king has been uh, dropping comments, and I've been able to say one or two, share thoughts together. It's just a time for game football. I know it's morning there, but I decided to come on live so that we relax with this uh, word to word words for today, especially this morning. Yes, Leo King said something. Says Chelsea has started players fighting for 11 spots. That room for ego will crash our locker room while we focus on team chemistry. Yes, to a large extent, I believe what you just said. I think yes, you are in the right direction. Yes, 30 players fighting for spot 11. That room for ego will crash. Absolutely, it will crash. And no player is bigger than anyone. What we need, Xabi Alonso is a coach that doesn't just play body because of name. He does play a player from what you're able to give. You may play today and you will find yourself not playing the next game, not because of any hate or you not being a great player. At every given moment, you are judged by what you can do at that time, not what you did in the past or what we anticipate you doing in the future. Yes, every player is a prospect. As long as you're still playing, you've not retired, we are expecting to see you give your best. But for the now, Chelsea is a team for the now. It's by what you can do at that time, how you'll be able to relate with other players and achieve a win. That's what's important. So yes, the king, you said it all. There is no room for ego, not at all in Chelsea team, you know, and we expect them to all be fit. When players are fit, it's a good time for them to really give their best. So that's what we hope to see in them. And what about other teams? What do you think about Arsenal? What do you think about Manchester City? What do you think about Liverpool? Yes, King says if you guys had Victor Osimhen, you would definitely win the league. Without a proper world-class striker, Chelsea will struggle in big games. Um, I understand what you just said, but you still have to understand something. Premier League, you can predict any player before coming to the Premier League of what he can do or what he cannot do. Yes, Victor Osimhen is a great player, no doubt, hungry for goals. And yes, Chelsea, it would have been nice to have him. But in the case where he is not there, does that change anything? I think no. We have a couple of good players. You know, Jackson is back. João Pedro is there. Um, back is there now. You would say, you may argue that Welbeck is old and all this. Yes, he is, but he has that Premier League experience. You wouldn't argue that. Welbeck has that Premier League experience. And one thing you should know about Chelsea is that Chelsea is a team where we don't rely on the striker much. Everybody is a scorer in Chelsea team. Most of our games are won by midfielders, not even the strikers. Why we just need a striker is to complete the 11 number that plays the game, but we are not uh, relying, putting all our hopes on a particular player to score. No, Chelsea is a team that everyone can score and win the match for us. And if you check record, if you check history, Chelsea plays more of a midfield game. Midfielders are always goal scorers. Take it to the bank. I'm telling you, our midfielders are goal scorers. Casado can win a match for us. Cole Palmer can win a match for us. Enzo Fernandez can win a match for us. Lavia can do so, and even our defenders. So, if you think Chelsea not having a particular striker will make them struggle or not win the league, that's not correct. Yes, they could struggle, but that will not stop them from winning the league because we have players that know what Chelsea is made of. If you have the opportunity to score, we are not expecting you to give the ball to the striker, but for you to give that strike and give a goal because we don't believe in just playing for the top nine or whoever is playing the striking position. No, whoever has the opportunity can give us the goal. What matters is we will keep winning matches. As long as we win our matches, be it with a one goal, two goals, whatever margin, if we keep winning, we will definitely win the league. And that's what I see Chelsea doing. The team, they are very much ready for this season. New people joining in, thank you for joining. This is the light of the world sports. It's a home of accurate predictions. What we do here we talk about football. We predict games, we drop predictions on important matches, not just important matches, but now that the leagues are starting up, be sure to get good predicted matches here where we play to win. So if you're joining in, I'd like you to double tap your screen, like, share, and subscribe. You have to subscribe to this channel to keep having notifications so that whenever we drop our predictions, you would be notified and you will join the winning team. Our records are there to show what we do. If you just scroll back to our posts, especially on the World Cup, just concluded World Cup, you would be able to see that Chelsea has that the team, the channel has done a lot in terms of predictions. We always give accurate predictions, and that's what we love to do. We don't just predict games, we give you reasons because we take our time to analyze games. I'm the one doing it, I'm the act, the host, the channel is mine, and I give accurate predictions. It's something I've been doing for so long, and the records are there to show. Liu King still talking says tactics are not about formation numbers, it is about occupying the five vertical zones in attack, unlocking the central corridor in transition. Um, yes, tactics, you may think, are not just about occupying the five vertical zones in attack and locking the central corridor in transition. Yes, however you want to put it, I understand you very well. But pinpointing a particular player that the team must get or have before they could win um, a trophy is where I am not agreeing with you. Yes, every aspect is important. The defense line, the midfield and the attack are all important, but there is no particular player that has the key to unlock that which the team is questing for. Every player is important. Osimhen can even come to that team and may not perform as we thought. It's possible. This is Premier League we're talking about. Yes, he's a good player. He uses both legs and he nods. Yes, no doubt about that. But it won't be that easy for him. Of course, if he comes to Chelsea, he will help the team. The team will also help him. But in a situation where he's nowhere to be found, does that mean that Chelsea will not be able to win the league again? Absolutely no. Chelsea can as well win without him. They've been winning without him. So I I wish he would be there. I wish he would come to the Blues to enjoy his life and enjoy game. But peradventure, he is not there. That doesn't stop anything. Of course, I told you I've made my research and made my predictions already on how the league would be and how it will finish with or without Victor Osimhen. I have said it and I want to say it again that Chelsea will finish in the top four at the end of the season, and not just finishing in the top four, Chelsea will win the league. I tell you that. Galatasaray or Fenerbahce, or that's where he should be. Okay, Galatasaray. Okay, you're asking Galatasaray. Yeah, Galatasaray. What do you think? You can tell me. I want to know what do you think. But I go for Galatasaray. Yes. So everyone watching, tell me where you are watching from. Which football team do you support? What preparation has been made by your team? I mean, the team that you support. Have they really gotten the players that your team needs, or do they still have a lot more to do before season finally begins? What are your thoughts? What are your thoughts? Do you see your team winning the league, or do you see them struggling in this new season? For me, I have said it. I'm a Chelsea fan and I see Chelsea winning the league. Now, regardless of the team that I support, I talk football and I talk facts. Chelsea will be winning the league this time around. Excuse me. So, I like to hear from you. Let us interact and let me know who you support. Of course, let me know where you are watching from. Where are you? Say we get along very well. You can make me a moderator if you want. Absolutely. I think I would love that. I would love that. I would love to make you a moderator. Is this your, maybe you can just drop your email for me and then I can actually send you an email after this live. Drop your email for me. Let me get a pen and copy it out, and I will email you as soon as I end this live. We get along very well, absolutely. Excuse me, let me get a pen. I hope you drop your email for me. Let me copy it. Yes, yes, I'm here. So, Leo King, drop your email for me. I will send you an email immediately after the live, so that we can see how we can work together. Absolutely, we got so well along. It's amazing. So be free to drop your email for me, Leo King 90 official. I don't know if that's the email, but you should let me know. You should let me know. Hello everyone who's joining me. You're welcome, 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 welcome. You're welcome. So that is it. Hello. I don't know. Leo King, are you still there? Are you still there? Yes. You can feel. Okay, okay, that's another thing. Okay, okay. Thank you, thank you. Yes, yes, yes. I think it's done. You can actually view it. Yes, can you get that? So that is it. Everyone, yeah, hi, people joining in. Thank you for your support. Yes, yes, you're welcome. You're welcome. So we can now see, in this season. But one thing I have noticed about Chelsea, which I think Zabi Alonso is really working on, is the defense. I said it earlier that the defense line hasn't um, really been fortified the way the way I would want it to be. But I think little work needs to be done, which of course the coach has also talked about it, and subsequently we will see that defense line getting stronger and stronger. Because one thing about game is, even if you haven't scored, find a way not to concede, because when you don't score and you concede goals, you are losing the match. But when you haven't scored and you still manage to curtail them from scoring, of course, then you will find a way to either draw the game or still work on your strikers to score. So one thing about football is you must beef up your defense line to be very strong. That is one amazing thing about games. The teams that lose games are teams that have a shaky defense, either in a way of not having the right players there, or maybe too much rough play tackles. So those things are things the manager, the coach will definitely have to work on. Yes, definitely. Thank you. Thank you. So that is it. That is it. I'm so happy to have you, and we will work together to see that we always give a good games. In this channel, what I do best is giving predictions. I predict games, and I talk about football generally. So, and subsequent times, you know, as the league starts, we will be active even more, because most times when we drop our predictions at the end of some important race, we would come to analyze what really played out and see how the next game would be. We predict games. We want our viewers, the people who are subscribed to the channel. That's a little way of making them win money when we give good games. Like you all know, no prediction is 100% assured, but we will give our best, and we'll winning like always, because we've been winning games. We've been winning games. You know, I just don't want to be predicting much of these friendlies. I just taking my time to focus more on the matches that will be played once the league begins. Of course, it's going to be an interesting season in the Premier League, Bundesliga, all of the league. It will be very interesting, and no team it's going to be a push away team, not at all. Every team will play and can upset and can bring up an upset. So let us just hope that our favorite teams keep winning. They can never win all the games, but they can actually win a good number of games. That's our hope and what we anticipate to see. I believe it's a morning time for everyone who have just watched, and I'll leave you now to focus on whatever you want to do for the day. I would love, I would love to continue, but maybe, just maybe, we end this live now. We'll be coming live again, probably tomorrow morning, to talk about much happening in the football world. Until then, I am the Ike, and I appreciate you all for joining in. Thank you for your love, for your support, and to Liu King Official, thank you so much. Thank you so much. We'll communicate more. Who do you think will be Chelsea's top scorer this season, and how many goals are you expecting from him? Oh, that's a difficult one, but I'll say João Pedro. I pray he doesn't um, get much injured. If he's fit and plays, I be sure that by the end of the season, if he had played 20 matches, he will have 20 goals. If he plays 27 matches, he will have 27 goals. That's approximately he will be scoring in every game. Yes, he's a fighter, he's a warrior, he always scores. He has the strength and he has the techniques. That young Brazilian is something else. So I see him scoring goals. I see him, apart from him, I see Jackson doing good, doing very well too. But Joao Pedro, because of his pace, his skills, and his power, he has that strength. He shoots from outside 18. He's not a player that waits to get into the not a player to that wait to get into the box before scoring. He just shoots from any angle. So I see him topping the charts when it comes to goal scoring in Chelsea. He will be there. Yes. And in Manchester United, who do you see taking the lead in goal scoring? Who do you think in Manchester United? Do you think one particular player will be outstanding? Talking about the general play, though you all know about what's his name, the guy from Portugal, Fernandes. He's always an outstanding player in Manchester United. And who knows, maybe this season again he would be outstanding as ever. But I still see the likes of those young stars who I think will outplay him this season in that team. He's a senior man, no doubt about that. But some other players who want to show their quality as well. You know, players like when you're given an opportunity, that's one thing about football. When you are given an opportunity to play, you should find a way to, you know, be outstanding because that's the only way you'll be in the coach's mind and the fans. When you have the love of the fans, you have already gotten a spot in your team. So that is it for now. And I think this is where we draw the curtain for this morning live stream. This is the light of the world. Sports, a home of accurate prediction. I am the Ark, and this is the end of today's live stream. I love you all. Stay out of trouble. and see you tomorrow on another date. Bye for now. Bye.